Start off with a question. Do you feel safe when you fly? Does having highly technical, skilled individuals with advanced aircraft protecting our skies make you feel safer? What about when you're on your computer? Does having skilled individuals protecting cyberspace with advanced tools, tactics, make you feel safer? Well, it should. That's what I do. Me and my peers, we protect Air Force and national security every day. We are cyber operators. If I ask you to close your eyes and picture the Air Force, this is what most people think of, the air power. What I need you to think of is the new kind of pilots. That's the cyber operator. While flying is a glamorous job, I would contend that my job is just as exciting as doing 8G turns, Iron Eagle style. So let's turn the clock forward to Monday. You get up, you make your coffee, check your Facebook status, maybe look online to see what the weather's going to be. Didn't have enough coffee, so you stop at the local Starbucks or favorite coffee shop on the way into work, get that venti latte that you love, or you crave, and then you check your emails one last time so there are no surprises before you get to the office. Get to the office, go to your desk, it's business as usual, ready to start another hectic week. What you don't know is that while you were busy taking your kids to soccer practice on Saturday, maybe updating your fantasy football before kickoff on Sunday, the cyber operators were in the background, thwarting millions of attempts to access protected data. Now, some of you may think, as I mentioned earlier, there's pulling 8G turns, that's exciting. But my job is what's really exciting. However, several years ago, I would have probably agreed with you that sitting behind a keyboard just doesn't cut it. There's no excitement in that. And it really dawned on me when I was visiting my little brother's school. I was home on leave not long after being in the Air Force. And I'm sitting there having lunch with him and his classmates. And I'm sitting there in the child-sized lunch tray in front of me. My knees were banging into the underside of this ridiculously small table. And these elementary school kids started launching questions at me. Are you a pilot? Do you fly jets? So I began answering the questions, no. And it was then that I realized that my job is not as glamorous as flying a jet. That was 12 years ago. The stuff that we're doing now is glamorous. To the average person, the Air Force is about flying jets. As a cyber operator, the training that I receive is just like a pilot. We get certified on the equipment that we fly in cyberspace, just like a pilot gets certified on an aircraft airframe. When I've proven my competence, they turn me loose solo, and I defend the network and the information within it with all the tools and assets that I have, just like a pilot does in his airspace. In the recent years, the Air Force has done an excellent job, as have the other services, of promoting the use of the term cyber. Thanks to the information revolution, our view in computer and technology has changed. What the common user must realize is how much of what we do every day consists within cyberspace. Those Facebook statuses, the weather you check online, everything that we do has some tie to cyberspace. It's my job to protect that space. Cyberspace contains all of our cell phone networks, our aircraft flight systems, the online game you enjoy, and anything that has a computer chip or transmits information. The adversaries that we face are relentless. They're not easy to recognize, they're not constrained by geography, and they have no definite timetables and are constantly developing new tools and tactics. The cyberspace adversaries are constantly attempting to access our networks, steal, compromise, degrade, destroy, and disrupt our service. The adversaries run the gamut from state actors to terrorists, common criminals, to recreational adventure seekers trying to earn their geek cred by accessing protected Department of Defense systems. Now, thinking back 12 years ago, 13 years ago now, when I joined the Air Force, I wanted to be an electrician because I thought that was a skill that was easily transferable to my blue-collar town that I grew up in. When I was enlisting, I found out I was colorblind. The recruiter told me that, the recruiter said that he recommended that I take a job as a computer operator. I reluctantly accepted. It turned out to be the best job, the best career choice that I could have made. Now, in this newly developed cyber career field, I've been charged with an enormous obligation to protect our network systems and the information within it. It was much broader than what I envisioned as a little computer operator when I enlisted. Now today, if I were invited to an elementary school to have lunch with some kids, instead of, "Are you a pilot?" I might get, "Are you a hacker?" I would contend that because of the training the Air Force has given me and the new emphasis we've put on cyber, that I am much like a pilot, defending the Air Force mission in cyberspace from adversaries and hackers with malicious intent. I love my job. Thank you.